All right, it's 9 o'clock. We will go ahead and get started. I am your host for August. My name is Jenna Garza. I am SRCAR's Vice President. And we start with the Pledge of Allegiance. So I'm going to ask Steve Strickland to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Thank you, Jenna. Good morning, everyone. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Real quick, our housekeeping. This is an hour-long meeting. We'll go until about 10 o'clock. If you have any questions, please use the chat box or the raise your hand feature. If you're not speaking, please mute yourself. And listings need to be submitted for review by noon the day before our meeting, so Mondays by noon. And we will, do we have any new attendees? I know we have at least one.
Yep, that's me. Julie Boyd, Home Buyers Realty.
Thank you for joining us. Anybody else first time? Nope. Thank you for being here, Julie. We appreciate it.
Oh, we appreciate you.
Thank you. And at this time, I will bring on our affiliate spotlight, which this week is Myrna Crowther with Prime Lending.
Good morning, everybody. So thank you so much for allowing me to speak today. And just wanted to let you know a little bit about myself. So
Myrna, speak up some.
Oh, sorry. Can you hear me now? Is it loud enough?
That's better.
Okay, good. So basically, I just wanted to share with you, I've been in lending for the last 30 years, and I just absolutely love home financing for customers. Been working in the banking industry and with Prime Lending now 8 years. And it's a good company. It's a mid-sized company, so it's not as big as some of the other bigger companies, but it's nice because I have the flexibility to do exceptions, things like that, and pricing is great. Prime Lending is a mortgage banking office that has been around since the 80s. They're in all 50 states, so at least it gives me an option to do lending in other states. And you know, they are a bank, so they have portfolio. So when this whole crisis started and the money was running out, they were able to portfolio the loans and not have to sell them in the secondary market. So it gives me that opportunity to at least continue my business. And you know, I've been really happy, and they offer full lending programs. So we have the FHA, conventionals, jumbo. We have the bond loans for Cal FHA. They have a huge renovation program that they, you know, basically have in Dallas. It's huge right now, and that's not as big here, but it's always nice to have that option. We offer manufacturer financing, which not a lot of companies do that, and I do credit repair. So a lot of people don't want to pay the huge fees to do their credit repair. So I've been, you know, pretty successful with that. And, you know, at this point, I think with COVID, it's been quite a ride for, I'm sure, everybody. And, you know, it's interesting. We're seeing the high unemployments the way that you had high unemployments back in 2008 when that whole crisis happened. And there were a lot of foreclosures there then, but you don't see a lot of foreclosures now. And a lot of the reasons being is that you are having assistance, or at least a lot of people are getting assistance from the government with stimulus checks and higher unemployment. So they're able to make their payments and the forbearances as well. So we're not seeing a lot of foreclosures for that, for those reasons. One of the things I tell people with along the lines with forbearance, if you have a customer that, you know, forbearance is out there. Everybody's sending letters, forbearance. And I'll tell you, I had a customer who was looking to buy a home in the Duluth area, $1.5 million. I've been working with him for the last year, hasn't found the right home. Well, as it turns out, he was ready to make an offer. And I said, I need to update your credit because your credit's going to expire in 30 days. And, you know, you have a 45-day escrow. So let's just do it now. Pulled up his credit, and his credit score dropped 20 points because he had a late payment on his card. And he said, well, I've never had a late payment. And he says, I said, did you happen to do a forbearance on any of your bills or anything? He goes, yeah, they offered me no payments on my car, so I took that. Well, they marked him late on his credit report. So that's why I tell people, and that's not the first time it's happened. So don't always do the forbearance on your bills or house if you don't have to, because it hurts you in the end. Like in his situation, now he's got to go back and try to have them remove the late payment, and it takes a while. So, and I tell people, you know, with forbearances for homes, we're finding that a lot of the lenders out there are restrictive, so that if someone had a forbearance and they're trying to buy a house or do a refinance of some sort, the fact that they did a forbearance on their mortgage has become an issue with some of them. And so, you know, that's something to take note. Every lender is different when it comes to financing after a forbearance. So they, you know, that's something that they can shop around and find someone that would allow them to do financing. So for right now, I'm going to go ahead and do a PowerPoint presentation, and hopefully, you know, it's short. And so hopefully I'm going to share the screen, and hopefully you can see it. Hold on one second. There we go. The good thing is that the rates are going to be low for a while. So can you see the screen now? Okay, good. So basically, you know, one of the things that are really important is your loans that are out there are, VA loans are huge right now. It's probably the best loan out there. No down payment, low credit score, rates are down to 2.75 for VA purchases right now. And then we're waiving the lender fees, no mortgage insurance. So it's a really great program. And I know that sometimes people don't really think about the VA loans, and maybe that's an audience to target, just because the loans are, you know, we're able to provide a lot of discounts on VAs. And then also, one of the reasons being that the VA loan is such a good loan program is the default ratio is so low for VA loans, and that's the reason why it's such a great loan for lenders. These are the things that we require to be eligible for a VA loan. So basically, we get the certificate of eligibility, then we see if they have any, if we can waive the funding fee. It's on their certificate, and that's huge. The other thing I wanted to tell you is CalFHA is coming back. And for a while there, it was canceled because of COVID. A lot of programs were canceled, and now it's back. They did increase their credit score, though. So 660 is the new credit score for the CalFHA. We do have the limits here, so at least you have an idea. So somebody that earns $149,000 in Riverside can qualify for this down payment assistance program. So basically, you get a 3.5% down payment assistance. That's added to the top of the loan or on title, and there's no payments that the customer has to do on this down payment assistance. So it helps them for cash flow. And then the other thing we have is a ZIP loan, which is a third that we can add, and then give them a credit for closing costs. So for example, I have one right now with Yvonne, and it's a $380,000 purchase that we're doing, and so the customer only has $4,000. So everything else is great, and so basically we're asking for a seller to pay credit closing costs, but I mean, needless to say, $4,000 is getting into a house. So it's a great program. And then stop me if you have any questions. I know I'm talking fast. This hasn't really changed. These are the guidelines as far as Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, FHA, VA, as far as, you know, their credit situation. So, you know, one of the things with, we get bankruptcies all the time. So VA and FHA are the most lenient ones for bankruptcies. Fannie and Freddie are 4 years, but foreclosures, you're still seeing 7 years on your conventional loans and 3 years on FHA. So this hasn't changed, but I can send this PowerPoint presentation so at least you have what that is. But the good thing about VA I wanted to mention is they changed the ruling now. So you can actually go up to $1.5 million and not put a down payment. Before you used to, if you went over the conforming limit, now you don't. So just to give you an idea, the conforming limit is 510, 400 for conforming in our area. And then your FHA limit, of course, is 442, 750. But different states have different limits. I've done a couple in Connecticut and Houston and what have you. So they're 510 as well. And so anytime you go over 510, their interest rate is a little higher. It's considered a high balance, but you can still get in to that home. So, and the rates are super low, so it doesn't really make that much of a difference. And the only thing I was going to say on termite is huge for VA. You have to have the inspection. The buyers can't pay. It's $80 typically for an inspection. But if there's any Section 1 items, they must be done. Section 2 is up to the discretion of the underwriter, depending on what those are. So basically, that's my PowerPoint presentation. And I think one of the things that is important is that you have a lender that is willing to work a long time, 24/7. And I am bilingual, so if you have any questions, feel free to call me. I can even answer your questions. It doesn't matter what lender you use. Just know that I'm available for your assistance if you need assistance. So that's my presentation. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. Did anybody have a question? I don't see any hands raised. Thank you, Myrna.
Oh, you're welcome. I'm going to stop sharing now and just know we're 8th in the nation as far as lending. So that's pretty good. There we go.
And next up, we have, where'd my agenda go? Jane Morgan with CRMLS.
Right. So let's see. Let me go ahead and share my screen real quick here, guys. Hold on one second. All right. So good morning, everybody. I am with CRMLS. And what I wanted to talk about this morning, I'm going to just take a couple minutes of your time, is a new tool that we rolled out for you. And I have it here on my dashboard. It's called CRMls Connect. So I've had many agents who say, hey, I have my client set up on that auto email and matrix, and they feel like it's a little bit clunky. You know, that's a little bit older technology. So this is going to be a great option for you. And I've got it set up right here. So whether you want to go ahead and just share a listing from CRMls Connect, or maybe you want to go ahead and set your client up on a saved search. So you can see I've got my saved searches here. I actually set one up in Hemet. I thought we were out in Hemet area, but nonetheless, let me just grab that saved search for Hemet. So I want to briefly show you what it would look like if I'm viewing listing information here from CRMls Connect. And they have all of the same information, look and the feel of the whole program. It's just, of course, they have consumer information only. So if I go in there and I'm taking a look at a listing, I'm going to open this one up here on Dusky Wing Road, and we see it over to the right-hand side. Let me move that. So I want to go ahead and just view the details on that. So you can see it's kind of a nice flow to it as you go on through. Let me kind of show you what this looks like. So the client would have this view, and I think what you'll find interesting at the bottom of each of these reports is a market report. So you're able to create that market report here in CRMls Connect, or you could go ahead and you could share that market report. So if we drop over to the left-hand side, I see market reports right here. And I don't know if this is something that y'all have access to in another software. Maybe over in RPR, you could grab that. But let me type in here the city of Temecula. Watch how fast I can create a market report. So I've got Temecula up there, and I want house only. It's that simple, guys. I can go in there, I can generate that report, and what's going to pop up is a full market report. This is based on single family, so you can see properties on the market going back as far as 12 months. We drop on down, we've got average list price of properties sold, properties at a glance, and then average days on market. And I think that, of course, something of interest to all of you would be the month supply of inventory. So that's just really a fast look at CRMls Connect. If you guys are interested, you can go ahead and contact Vanessa. I'm more than glad to do a training for your office. And I'm going to go ahead, like I said, just keep it short and kind of give you just a brief snapshot of that program. Any questions, guys?
I have a question. Can you do that report by zip code?
Yes, you could do it by zip code. You could do it by city. So I could do it by zip code, city, county, or state.
Okay,
That's
great.
a really cool report. You guys jump in there and check it out. So I could email that. I could share that report. I could go out prospecting with that. I could add that to, if I'm going on a listing appointment, I could go ahead and add that to my comparative market analysis. So that's a great question. All right, anything else? You guys good? All righty, let me go ahead. Let me stop my share. There you all go.
Awesome, thank you. Let me see my screen. Sorry. We will now move on to our Did You Know section. Did you know that, where'd it go? Thank you. For the week of July 27th through August 2nd, we closed 329 transactions. The same week last year, we did 370, so not too far off. It's still a hot market out there right now, as you all know, I'm sure. And now we will move on to the review of properties. We'll move on to committee updates. I will start with YPN. We are in the month of giving. YPN has a couple activities going on. First, we're selling reverse raffle tickets, selling 100 tickets for $100. There will be 2 winners who will each win their choice of prizes that are valued at $1,000. We probably have about half the tickets left, so we still have quite a few to sell, but once we're sold out, we're sold out. So let any of the committee members know or call the board directly if you would like to purchase a ticket. We are finishing up our school supply drive. If you guys have anything, reach out and we will arrange picking up, or it can be dropped off to the board directly in Murrieta. And we also are doing a random acts of kindness challenge. We're asking our members to go out and perform random acts of kindness in the community, big or small, whatever you guys can think of. Post about it or email us. And if you post about it on Facebook, we ask that you challenge 3 other members to do the same so we can just continue going through the community, spreading random acts of kindness. If you have any questions, let me know. We also have our committee meetings still happening via Zoom the second Monday of the month. So we will have one next week. If you guys want to get involved or know anyone in your office who may want to get involved, they can reach out to me and give me a second. I'll post the flyers in the chat if you guys need any more info for our 3 activities we have going on. Who would like to go next?
Good morning, everyone. Nikki with Old Republic and your affiliate chair. We have our Zoom tax panel coming up on August 25th. So it is free to attend via Zoom. It's going to be from 12 to 1:30. We have Nicole, who's a financial accounting. She's with Financial Accounting Services, talking about the PPP Paycheck Protection Program and tax planning tips and tricks, as well as Dino, who is with an Asset Preservation Inc., and she's going to be talking about 1031 tax exchanges, answering questions on that, things like, is it difficult to set up exchange, how to organize it, what's necessary, and so on and so forth. So again, that is August 25th. It's free via Zoom from 12 to 1:30.
Thank you. Do we have any other committee updates?
Good morning. I love Zoom now because you guys all have to listen. We can mute you, so it's pretty funny. I better stop because you can mute me too. So anyhow, Alicia, your 2020 Women's Council President. And we have our fashion show that's coming up. It's going to be a lot of fun. You're going to see some of your own agents. We're going to be videotaping them ahead of time so that we can see them, promoting some local boutique stores. And it's for a good cause. So we're not looking to charge a fee, but also just give a donation for the Cancer Association. We look forward to seeing you. We'll have more updates on our Facebook page, or just call me directly. Look forward to seeing you there August 28th. Thank you.
Thank you. Do we have?
I have one for Pauline for the MLS. Just a reminder, anybody who submitted a listing will be entered into a raffle drawing at the end of the month, the last Tuesday of the Murrieta marketing meeting. So if you submitted a listing in Hemet, Menifee, or Lake Elsinore marketing meetings, please attend the raffle at the end of the month. You must be present to win. And we've been having some great prizes from our affiliates. Thank you guys so much for contributing. So We've been trying to boost up the raffle prize, but you'll for sure receive a free writer sign. So, and there'll be 2 winners. So make sure you get those listings in. Thanks.
Thank you. Any other committee updates we're missing? No. Okay, we will move on. I believe that they posted the calendar of events. Hang on, sorry, my computer just, sorry guys. They posted the calendar of events in the chat box, so you can check that out for what SRCAR has coming up. And also they've just sent out the detailed options for the payment plans for your dues for 2021. So if that's something you'd like to take advantage of, there's 12-month payment options that you must enroll by August 31st. Otherwise, the dues are due by January 4th. If you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to SRCAR directly. And sorry, my eyes are not good. Let's see, today it looks like there's SRCAR training, and then tomorrow in Hemet, the property preview. There's matrix classes, education committee meeting. Menifee's property preview is on Thursday. Vacation rental management Thursday. They're keeping us busy, guys. Take advantage of it. They're doing an amazing job by having something pretty much every day if you would like to. So if you have any questions, reach out, but pretty much every day there's something for you to look forward to. And other than that, I think we are done. I had no town criers submitted. So unless anybody else has anything, we are adjourned for the day. Everybody have a good week.
Thank you.
Have a great week, folks.
Great job, Jenna. Thank you.
Great job, Jenna.
Great job. Thank you, guys.
Great job, Jenna.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.